Hi, it's Dave McMahon from Dave McMahon's Dog Training Academy and the Dog Talk radio show on 610 AM CKTB. Please share this video called The Adoptables with your friends and family on Facebook and Twitter. Together, let's find forever homes for these animals.
Good morning, I'm Bill Sawchik of the St. Catharines Standard, and you're watching The Adoptables, sponsored by Dave McMahon of Dave McMahon's Dog Training Academy. On The Adoptables, we introduce you to some of our furry friends from our local humane societies. If you're looking for more information, you can check us out on our website at the St. Catharines Standard or the Welland Tribune or the Niagara Falls Review. I'd like to introduce and welcome Tammy Gabriel from the Welland Humane Society, and she's got someone with her today.
Yes. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Who do we have here?
This is Albert. He's a Husky Cross, probably 7-8 years old. We've had him now at the shelter for a couple months. He's been waiting to find a special family to call his own. He's a very sweet boy. Knows how to sit, shake paw, and loves everyone, really.
How long's he been there?
Probably about 4 months now, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had him for a little bit. I think maybe his age maybe deters people a little bit from adopting, but
sometimes getting an older dog is actually easier for someone, for a family, because they're kind of settled.
Yeah, he has some training, so that helps. So he knows some of his manners, and he loves to shake paw. He loves to cuddle.
And how did he come in? Do you know how he
came in as a stray to us? Mm-hmm. So he wasn't neutered yet, and then he also had a large growth on his neck, which we removed. So that's all been taken care of, and the lump was nothing cancerous, which was great. Great news for us and great news for Albert. So it was just kind of like a fatty tissue deposit that was on his neck.
And what would be the ideal family for Albert, for a dog, this kind of dog?
Well, even though he's about 7-8 years old, he's still very active. So he loves to go for walks with our dog walkers. So an active family would do great for Albert.
Do you have a lot of dogs at the shelter right now?
No, not too many. We have probably about 10, 12 dogs up for adoption right now.
I noticed, I mean, for an active dog, he's actually very well behaved.
Yes.
He seems actually quite kind of calm and
settled.
settled.
No, he is. He's definitely more calmer than the next little lady that's coming up here, who's a little bit younger, so.
So this is Albert, and Albert he's the Husky Cross.
Husky Cross.
You can see with the face, the...
Yep, absolutely, and he's got the Husky coat. So he had a good brushing and bath yesterday to try to get some of that shedding under control, but sure. As you can see, he's still...
Well, it's that time of year.
Yes, blowing their coats right now.
They're blowing their coats as it gets warmer. Well, Albert just seems like really, really nice. And Albert's got a friend?
Yes, yeah, this is Stella. We'll bring Stella in, and we'll do the swap off.
Come on, Stella.
Yeah. This is
now,
Stella.
Stella seems much younger.
She is. She's about 1.5 years. Hey, sit down.
Hey, Stella.
Sit down. Good girl.
Hey,
good
Stella.
shake a paw.
Good shake a paw. Sit. Can you shake a paw? Yeah.
So Stella's story, she came into us as a stray. She actually came up heartworm positive. So Stella went into our program and was fostered for the last 5 months while she went through her treatments. And I'm happy to say Stella has now tested negative for heartworm. Oh, I think she just pulled your mic. Stella, stay down. She's very energetic, as you can see, because she is still essentially a puppy. And having spent those 5 months in foster care, she's learned a lot as far as manners go and house training and all that good stuff. So it's she's ready to go. Like I said, she's tested negative now, and we're so happy for her on that.
So tell us about the heartworm treatment.
Well, it's a lengthy process. They have to start with a 30-day cycle of doxycycline, which what it does is it stops the adults from producing any more babies. So that's 30 days of that. And then they go through a series of 3 injections. So the first injection happens, it's another 30-day wait. Then they go through back-to-back, and it's another 30-day wait. And then we have to wait 15 weeks or so to test before we can test to see if we have a negative result.
Because I have a dog myself, and I know when you go to the vets, they show you scary pictures of what
Absolutely.
a heartworm does to a dog.
Yep.
Is the treatment hard on them, or?
It can be. Some dogs are affected differently. The key is during that process, they have to be kept very quiet, which is difficult when you have a young dog like Stella, but that's key to making a successful treatment happen. So that miticide that's injected is going through and breaking up those the worms that she might have in her system. So that can cause heart issues if they are over-exercised.
Right, sure. How do they get how is heartworm transferred?
Through mosquitoes.
Through mosquitoes?
Yes, so it just takes one mosquito carrying the larva that leaves it on the dog, and they travel through, and then they just start breeding. And the adults, they gravitate towards the hearts, and their microflaria, which is their larva, is always cycling through their bloodstream. So the doxycycline kills any of those microflaria, that first step, and then the next step is taking care of the adults.
And I guess the best way to prevent it, the vet always starts us on like a cycle of heartworm medication.
Yes. Right now is the time.
Through the season?
Yes, right now is the time. Usually from May to October is when you want to have your pet on heartworm preventative.
Now, tell us about what would be the ideal family for Stella. I think I have an idea.
She's very active. Young children, she's still learning how, as you can see, to stay down. So young kids, although she loves them, she needs to learn some manners as far as staying down so she doesn't knock anybody over unintentionally. But she really loves everyone. So there's not really any demographic that I would say that is ideal for her. She would fit into wherever she shall land.
Yeah, I know. Having had a couple dogs myself, sometimes some experience with a puppy or with a really energetic dog, it helped me a lot. I learned more between my first dog and my second dog.
Absolutely.
And
do your research. Do your research on what it is, what fits into your family, because I think people go in not realizing what can be involved with having a young dog like Stella that is full of beans, and sometimes when they are bored is when they get themselves in trouble. So definitely do your research.
Can you tell us what some other things that are going on at the Humane Society? What else are you up to these days?
Yes. Well, at the end of this month, we'll be at the PetSmart here in St. Catharines doing a parking lot adoption event. So we'll have dogs from across the region and cats as well up for adoption, looking for their forever homes. So that starts on June 26th at the YMCA Drive PetSmart.
Well, that sounds good. I think that about wraps up another episode of The Adoptables. I'd like to thank Tammy from the Welland Humane Society and our sponsor, Dave McMahon of Dave McMahon's Dog Training Academy. If you're interested in either one of these dogs, you can give the Humane Society in Welland a call at 905-735-1552, or you can check us out at our websites at the Welland Tribune, the Niagara Falls Review, and the St. Catharines Standard. Also, if you like what we're doing here on The Adoptables, we please ask you to share this video with your family and friends, and maybe help one of these guys find a really good family. So thank you for joining us today, and that will wrap up. And I'm Bill Sawchik from the St. Catharines Standard. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Thank you very much.
Hi, it's Dave McMahon from Dave McMahon's Dog Training Academy and the Dog Talk radio show on 610 AM CKTB. Please share this video called The Adoptables with your friends and family on Facebook and Twitter. Together, let's find forever homes for these animals.